Now you will see my build at full power. As you can see here, everything is on place. Hello, it's Lairs. In today's video I will show you my build, which I am using for open world, terror rifts, bounties and hidden lairs. This build is focused around speed, but still with great damage output. And as usual, I will start with some theory, and then you will see some demonstrations on training dummy, when you will see the numbers, and then how it works in practice. So let's begin. As Paragon, I am using the Slinger with these skills: Unseen Dynamism, Spell Search, Uncanny, Impulsive and Gifted. By the way, this Paragon with these skills I am using for Dungeon 2 because it's greatly increased my damage output, and it's very easy to get all stacks and to keep them. Here's my skills. My main is Punish, then I am using Falling Sword, Consecration, Condemn and Drawing Water. And Drawing Water is backbone of this build because it's our main mobility skill. Let's move to my set items, where I am using 4-piece Vitius because it's increased my beneficial effect duration by 30%, which is very important for us for unlimited horse duration, and then it's increased my attack speed by 30%, which is always good. And then I am using 4-piece Shell Bass, and this is maybe surprise for some people because I know that a lot of people don't like Crusader's primary attack, but maybe I am weird, but I like Crusader's primary attack, and the Shell Bass increase my primary attack damage by 15% and gradually increase my primary attack speed up to 25%. The thing is that my other attributes are focused on primary attack too. I mean, my legendary gem, as you can see here, I have Gloomgask, which increase my primary attack damage by 18% when my blades deal damage to the enemy for 3 seconds. And here, from the bonus resonance attributes, I have, except for Phoenix Ashes, all of my gems has these attributes. So primary attack damage is increased by 3%. In overall, it's increased by 21%, which is a lot. And for my reforges, yeah, I am using these attributes, and as you can see here, it's increased my primary attack damage, and again I have these attributes on all of my gear. So in overall, I am stacking a lot of primary attack damage because I like it. Let's look on my legendary gear. My helm is Glamthorn Crown, but there's 2 options because Anointed Brimstone is viable too, but I will explain this more a little bit later on training dummy. My chest is Akarat's Rebuke. It's great addition to my primary attack and great AoE damage. My shoulders are Sifket's Advantage. It's increased the duration of Drawing Water by 39%. My pants are Galloping Brilliance. And in my opinion, I think that this is the best horse which you can use for open world or for PvE stuff in general. Of course, there's some exceptions, but in general, it's the best. My main hand is Luminous Rain, Falling Sword Essence. It has great damage and great AoE, so works well. My second main hand is Observer. It's increased the damage of my Punish, my main primary attack skill. And then my offhand is Battle Rhythm, which increase the damage of Akarat's Rebuke by 3%. Yeah, It's increased the damage by 3% for every enemy hit, and it could stack up to maximum of 24%, which again works relatively good with Akarat's Rebuke, because Akarat's Rebuke is AoE damage, so it's not so hard to get more stacks. And my second offhand here is Gimcrack Buckler, and again there's more options, but I like the Punish and I like the Gimcrack Buckler, and to be honest, for almost everyone should be very easy to kill mobs in PvE or in open world general, so works well. As I promised, let's look closer on the helm. For this demonstration I removed all my legendary gems, so as you can see my resonance is 0 right now, but it's better because the legendary gems will only distract us. So first of all, we have to look on the description. Here it is. Consecration now places you in a state of radiance, during which every 3 attacks causes you to erupt with the light, dealing damage. So the main point is that this only works, this essence, if you are dealing the damage 3 times with your primary attack or skills. It doesn't matter, because alone it doesn't deal the damage. Look at this, and as you can see, there's no damage on training dummy. Now let's reset this and let's look on the damage. The rotation should be like this. Okay, now it's on cooldown, and let's look on the breakdown. And this way our consecration dealt 740k damage, which with 0 resonance it's not bad. So this is how it works with horse. Now we can test this without horse, and let's look on the difference. So now we are on cooldown, and here you can see the damage drop to only 448k damage, and the reason is obvious, because when you are on your horse your attack speed is increased, and then the horse increase your damage too. So that's the reason why it is so lower. Now I swapped my essences. So here is Anointed Brimstone, and Consecration now engulfs you in intense holy flames, dealing damage to yourself and nearby enemies. So let's test it. Okay, it's on cooldown now, and let's look on the damage. The damage is only 553k. If we compare it with the Grimthorn Crown, you can see the damage is lower. So now let's test it without horse. Okay, we are on cooldown, and here you can see the damage is 436k, which is similar as the Grimthorn Crown. And the reason why the first test in the first test the Grimthorn Crown was stronger is because it needs 3 attacks to start dealing damage, right? And your horse increase your attack speed, so that's the reason why it works better with horse. And another thing is why I like the Graveturn Crown more than this essence is because this, as you can see here, dealing damage to me, which I don't like. So that's the reason why I am using the Graveturn Crown. But if we are talking only about mobs in open world, then this works slightly better because you are running like this and burning everything. But again, as I said, I am using it for hidden lairs, terrorists, so the Graveturn Crowns works better for me here. Now you will see my build at full power. As you can see here, everything is on place. So, and here is my 10-second damage window. It's 20 million in overall and damage per second is 2 million. Let's look on the breakdown. And yeah, the consecration deal 1.9 million damage, drawing quarter deal 4 million damage, and condemn 3.3, and my legendary games 9.4. So as you can see, the damage output is very good for build which is not focused on max damage. We can try this without horse, which I am usually using versus stronger enemies. Okay, let's prepare and let's go. It's lagging, but never mind. Okay, I forgot to press my Akarat's Rebuke again, but never mind, the damage output is the same, but it will be slightly better if I didn't forget to press the condemn. And look at the breakdown, look at the damage from my primary attack, from my punish, it's 8.1 million, so the damage is very good for Crusader. And now let's move to some real fights. I am in Hidden Lair, Inferno 1, and let's look how it will works this build here. So I press my skills and now even in Hidden Lairs everything's dying. Okay, I grab the ability glow, but look at this, my damage. Let's grab some gems. Okay, and let's move. And look at this. Everything's dying immediately with this build. So there's of course more viable builds for PvE, but it really depends what you prefer more. Because as you can see how this build works for me, and for me this is the most fun build because I like the Crusader primary attack and I can spam it like this, and my DPS output is perfect. The boss is dead. So this is from the Hidden Lair. Now let's look how open world farm looks. So I start with my skills and now I am running over everything. Look at how allies are dying. Everything is dying immediately, even the gold ones. And I have 0 cooldowns on my horse, and my skills has very short cooldowns too. So I can spam it like this and killing everything in second. I missed this one. This was mistake, but never mind. So as you see, this build works. Yeah, this is the one which I missed, so they are spawning there, but everything is dead when I touch it. And today I finally dropped the new helm essence, which I was waiting for. So now I'm able finally to start testing the new build. Hopefully I will bring some conclusion from new build soon. So thank you guys, thanks for watching and see ya next time.